Hey everybody, this is Coburn C Capshaw / at Mr. Smiles a Lot with yet another Let's Talk Media LLC advice video. And today's advice video is going to be about why you should be very thankful and very nice to retail workers and essential workers. Now I know on my reels I said just retail workers, but I feel like essential workers should be included as well, and here's why. So a lot of times whenever I'm at work, I see a lot of rude customers when they are very rude to the cashiers and the people who work at the Deerbergs that I work at. And I gotta think why. What is their reasoning, right? And if you remember back in my advice video when I said it's important to put yourself first, so then that way you can go approach things mentally in a good mindset, right? And be happy. That's kind of the same thing. So I'm wondering what is making them so upset to where they feel like they need to take it out on the cashiers and the people who are there working in the stores, the essential workers, or just retail, what have you. And why be rude to them? Because they're the ones who are helping you make your day easier. They're the ones there to help you get along your way. You know, whether that's looking for something or buying something, or if you have a question, right, and something doesn't go right, or let's say a machine goes wrong, or if you don't know how to work a machine or whatever, there's really no reason to be rude to that worker who's just trying to help you out. And there's really no reason to get impatient, right? Because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have the things that you have. I remember in one of my advice videos I said be nice to the janitor, you know, because if it wasn't for the janitor, then your area of where you work wouldn't be clean for the next day, right? So you got to think of it like that as well. Think of the retail worker, think of the manual laborer, think of the people who have to get up at 5 in the morning to be there somewhere at work by 6 o'clock, you know. Think of those who have to make sure that everything's running right, everything's functioning okay, all the computers are working, all the lights are working, the stores are working, everyone clocks in, the employees are accounted for, you know. Think of like the people who have to make sure things are running smoothly. Think of the managers as well. Think of the bosses, think of the CEOs, right? There's no reason to be rude to them because, like I said, they provide services that without them you wouldn't have those services, okay? And so here's a good example. Me being a security officer, I love what I do, and no, I don't want to be praised for it by any means, but what does help is when people say thank you for being here, I appreciate it, thank you for protecting us, you make me feel safe. And also the compliments I've been getting on my cologne for the past 2 months helps a lot too. But I digress. That's what keeps me going, right? So yes, there are times where I do see rude customers, and customers will be rude to me, especially when, you know, I stop them from doing something they shouldn't be doing, or they're just feeling some type of way towards me. I don't know why, but that's just how it is sometimes. And, you know, I get it. It's part of the job. So the thing is that, let's say that somebody is also being rude to you. Instead of being rude back to them, maybe you should sit back and think, okay, what are they going through? Like, what's making them feel this way, right? Or if you are in a bad mood, you, instead of taking it out on someone else, I think that the best advice for me personally would be thinking, okay, instead of taking out on this person who's being nice to me, like, what's the best way that I can push aside what's making me upset, right? So then that way I'm not being rude to this essential worker or this person who's trying to help me out while I'm buying my groceries, while I'm getting this or that, whatever, you know, occupation, the area that you're in. Like, let's say that, you know, you have an electrician come work on your house. You know, you're not going to be rude to them because they're doing work that you don't know how to do because that's their, you know, profession, you know. Example, just in general, what I'm saying is don't be rude to essential workers. Don't be rude to, you know, retail workers, anyone who is there to help you and who's there to try to make your life easier. You know, because that's all they're trying to do is just be nice to you, and they really do want to be there for you. So try to be there for them. So like I've said, you know, just say thank you. You know, say thank you. Say, you know what, I appreciate you being here, or I appreciate you, working during these hard times or whatever. And, good example, I see people who are in their 60s, pushing carts and doing jobs that younger people should do. And I personally don't think that's right, because that's how bad inflation has become, or whatever you want to call it. But you know what? That's how it is these days. And I have a huge respect for people who were especially up there in age, and they're still doing the jobs that everyone else is doing as well, especially the younger generation. So anyway, point of what I'm saying is, especially if I rambled on, sorry about that, but my point is that no matter what occupation anyone has, whether it's retail workers, essential workers, be nice, be kind, don't be rude. If you are in a bad mood, don't be rude to them, especially when they've done nothing to you, or someone's being rude. Instead of reacting badly, think about what are they going through, and then, just push that off to the side as much as you can, okay? So my advice is, like I said, just say thank you, and be grateful that they're there to help you out, and that's all I really have to say. So, if you live in St. Louis, and if you need a martial arts coach, or if you need a marketer advertiser that specializes in photography and videography, let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly do love you all. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys next time.